Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna be talking about, well, it's actually morning for me, but it's just embedded in me to say tonight. But anyways, I'm gonna be talking about the woman that was at the center of R. Kelly's infamous tape, I want to say. So, as you all know, R. Kelly had this infamous tape that was proven in a court of law for it to not be him, and he got away with it and everything like that. A lot of people say that it's him in the tape. R. Kelly says it's not him, but I'm going to show you guys the woman who is now a grown-up and that was involved in the tape and everything like that. So basically, since this docuseries has aired, a lot of people have had a lot of questions as to certain people's roles in enabling R. Kelly and everything like that. Some people feel every which way about this story. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of information about the woman involved in the tape. And at the time, she was alleged to be 14 years old. And again, this is something that R. Kelly went to trial for and everything like that. Like I said, this article was written in 2005, and I'm going to share with you guys pieces of the article, and then I'm going to share with you guys the woman and share her, what she looks like now and everything like that. So in this article, it says, for years, people have claimed Rashonda Landfair was the underage girl featured in R. Kelly's sex tape. She is now in her 20s and reportedly the daughter of his former guitarist and niece of ex-protege and one-time girlfriend, singer Sparkle. So this is telling you what her name is. Her name is Rashonda Landfair, but her father, it lists here, he was R. Kelly's guitarist. So, there was a money exchanges and benefits to people and things like that. So this was written up by the Chicago Tribune, which is a very notable news source in the Chicago area. I might say, sorry about that. Anyway, so this was written July 21st of 2005. And in the article, it says, a friend of teenager who allegedly had sex with R&B singer R. Kelly on videotape testified Wednesday that she believes the girl was about 14 years old because she was on the tape wearing a popular haircut that was like a mullet. Samaya Jamison, 21, of Forest Park, testified that she and other girls she knew wore their hair short on the top and long in the back around the summer before they went into high school. I was probably like 14 when I got my hair cut like that, Jamison told Cook County Circuit Judge Vincent. And this is what this girl looks like today. Let me pull up her photo. Okay, so this is her as an adult right now. This is the girl who testified on her friend's behalf. So she is the one who, identified that their hair was like that. And she is the one that testified. She is the friend of the girl who's alleged to be in the R. Kelly tape. But let me go on to read more of the article for you guys. I just want you guys to see a face with the name. This is also parts of the article. And this right here, it says about the woman who pretty much leaked the tape. In the R. Kelly docuseries, you see this woman, Lisa Van Allen, all throughout the docuseries, and she is the one who pretty much leaked the tape and everything like that. But according to this article, it says, the most damning testimony came from Lisa Van Allen, who was 17 years old when she made a separate sex tape with R. Kelly and an underage Rashonda Landfair. R. Kelly update, he likes them when they are ripe and young, says former employee. 8/30/2002. Everyone must know now that R. Kelly faces child pornography charges, and a magazine is reporting that the 14-year-old girl who allegedly appears having sex with him on videotape is his own goddaughter, Rashonda Landfair, the daughter of one of his musicians. Singer Sparkle, who formerly recorded with R. Kelly, says Lamphere is her niece. She says there have been too many girls to count. His whole MO, he stated this to me not long ago, is he likes them when they are ripe and young because he can mold them into what he wants them to be and control their minds and make them do what women should do. He needs to get some help. He needs to be stopped. So those was Sparkle's claims in her testimony in regards to R. Kelly liking them young and her knowing because he told her. And my issue with Sparkle, and I'll detail my issues with Sparkle in another video when I cover my thoughts on some of the things that they said. I feel like Sparkle, I'm not feeling Sparkle. I'm not feeling Sparkle. I'm going to just leave it there. I'm not feeling Sparkle at all. This is the woman grown up today. This is what she looks like. This is her mother, Valerie Lamphere's Facebook post, and this was sent in by one of my subscribers. So shout out to you and thank you for sending this in. But this is her with these faux locks. This is the girl that was involved in the whole R. Kelly tape, allegedly. According to her family, they always deny claims, and that is why R. Kelly got off of this, because they themselves said that it was not her in the tape. They told prosecutors that it wasn't her, even though, you know, there was things that identified her. There was too many coincidences and characteristics of the girl on the tape and her. There was identical things that they shared, but the family was, they received compensation. So they told prosecutors that it was not her in the tape. And it's always been alleged that it was her. Let me see. So there was also another woman who spoke out about this in the R. Kelly docuseries, and it's this woman right here, Raven. She was also a friend to the woman who was alleged to be in the tape with R. Kelly, and she gave her accounts also in the docuseries about how you know, he would come to their games. They even showed photos, and this is her with the victim in the tape. And this is her in other photos with her showing that she knows her. And she even had photos with her and R. Kelly together. And so she gave her accounts on what it was like to know him back at that particular time, and share, you know, her stories in the whole docuseries. But one of my subscribers, they were able to go to Valerie Lamphere's Facebook account, and they were able to pull up these photos, because I'm doing this live and I'm on the fly, you guys. The mother had posted photos of Rashonda because apparently she does not have social media. It was also alleged that she was also a part of R. Kelly's sex cult. I had another article pulled up where it detailed that whole. Okay, so this right here, it says Greg Lamphere's career benefited from his association with R. Kelly. Greg played guitar on tour on 4 albums, RTP2.com, Chocolate Factory, and TP3 Reloaded, 2 of which came out after Kelly was charged with possession of child pornography. So after R. Kelly was charged with this crime against his daughter, the father continued to work with R. Kelly, according to this article. Sparkle believes without a doubt that the Lampheres received money from R. Kelly, and says that Rashana, now 23, has become a fixture at Kelly's suburban compound in a hip-hop Playboy mansion with a Shark Tank game room, theater, recording studio, and indoor pool. I set up everything with my family in hopes that R. Kelly would help us musically, Sparkle said. Soon after meeting Kelly, Rashana was hanging out at Track Studio, telling Sparkle that her mother had dropped her off and her father was playing guitar. When Kelly's entourage related concerns of an affair, Sparkle confronted Rashana's mother. And again, Sparkle was also one of R. Kelly's girlfriends at the time. So I'm sure, you know, I don't know. Anyways, it says, I told my sister, look, Val, you've got to keep an eye on her because there are rumors, Sparkle said. She would say to me, he will never do anything like that. He's her godfather. And then so it also says the tape divided a family that had once gathered for Sunday dinners after Sparkle was shown a copy of the tape in 2001 by an associate of the Chicago personal injury lawyer. She tried to persuade her siblings to watch it as well. So that is excerpts from this article. And again, this article was written up sometime like way before this docuseries was put out. This article was written up. I don't know the date of this article because this article is different from the Chicago Tribune article that was written in 2005, but this was sent in by one of my subscribers, and this details that, number one, Sparkle knew that he had a fetish with young girls, yet she still introduced her niece to him. And to me, I feel like a lot of the women who were involved in this whole R. Kelly situation, I feel like a lot of them were just as guilty as R. Kelly. If you know that this man has behaviors of liking young women so that he can mold them, you knew about the situation with him and Aaliyah, but yet you still offer up your niece. I feel like these women pimped out their children and sold them on a silver platter for money. And I feel like Sparkle is not any more innocent than anybody else. When I was watching the docuseries, I was kind of furious a little bit with some of the people who was talking and making claims and talking out. And I'm like, you're playing victim and you're just as guilty as R. Kelly in some of these things. Like, you know, I just didn't like that. But anyways, let me show you guys this woman who was involved in the alleged sex tape. And again, R. Kelly has denied it and her family has denied it, even though there were identifiable matches between the woman on the tape and R. Kelly. And the woman who was the girl's friend at the time, she has several photos with R. Kelly. They have, he had the same studio at the time. He had other tapes produced. So, you know, I'm going to show you guys the woman. So this is Valerie's Facebook page. And again, shout out to my subscriber who sent this in to me. But her Facebook page has now been put on private or deactivated because I was not able to pull this up after my subscriber sent this to me. But pretty much this is Valerie Lamfair, which is the mother of the alleged girl in the tape. Her Facebook page, she posted a post and it says, well, another year for my daughter. And this is Rashana in the picture, and that is her with the white dress, and then that is her mother standing next to her. Let me make this photo a little bit bigger for you guys. Let me make this a little bit bigger so that you guys can see her. Sorry about that. I have other stuff when I'm trying to make one thing bigger. There's other stuff in the way. Hold up. Okay, so this is her. I'm trying to make it a little bigger for you guys. Okay, there. So you can kind of see her more clearly. This is the woman who is alleged in the tape because, you know, her family said it wasn't her and everything like that. But this is her. That's her mother. This is her mother's Facebook post. And this is from her Facebook page that has now been put on deactivated or deleted, one of the two. And again, shout out to my subscriber who did the work. And in the comments of this photo where it says, you know, another year for my daughter, people confirm in the comments that it is Rashana. And Rashana is the woman who is in the whole thing. So in the comments of this photo, then there is people wishing her a happy birthday. And let me move this over. There's people wishing her a happy birthday. You both look fabulous. She looks gorgeous. Happy birthday. And then this person right here, I should have blurred out their names. Damn it. Anyways, this person right here says, "Happy birthday, Rashana. May God continue to bless you." So they confirm that that's Rashana in the photo, so that you guys know that that is the woman in the alleged tape. And again, in the articles surrounding this, I showed you guys already the name. I feel like the parents failed her in this situation. I feel like a lot of the adults failed her in this situation. I don't really think that everybody who's playing a victim in R. Kelly's docuseries is a victim. And me saying that is not saying that R. Kelly is any less of a predator, because he is clearly a disgusting individual. And I don't want to ever seem like I'm defending R. Kelly. But if there are people's stories that don't add up to me, I'm going to point out what is sad and unfortunate. And I'm going to talk about who I feel like needs to be held accountable as well. I don't think that this is a situation where it's just a one-sided thing. I don't think that it's just R. Kelly who needs to be publicly ostracized and condemned. I think that the parents who knew about his behavior and still offered their children up need to be held accountable. I feel like Sparkle, who's also playing this whole image of, oh my God, like, you know, like you knew about it. So although maybe she does feel remorseful, and I'm not going to say that she doesn't feel remorseful, because I'm sure she does, but I feel like she still has to have more accountability in this situation. I have watched, I want to say, up to 3 episodes. So night 1, they posted 2 videos. And in those 2 videos, there was part 1 and part 2, which was this woman who was talking about how she's seen Aaliyah having sex with R. Kelly. And then the 3rd part was about the sex tape. And that's as far as I got on the docuseries, but it was a lot of information within those 3 episodes. I still have to watch the rest of the parts, and I've been watching them on Lifetime's website. But it's just a matter of me having amounts of time to sit and watch it through. So the part that I am up to is the sex tape part of the series. And this right here is information regarding that portion of the series that was displayed. And I wanted to share with you guys who the woman was, what she looks like today, share with you guys a little of the information that was put out on these websites. It's not clear if she is still involved in the cult, sex cult, or whatever you want to call it. Because like I said, in this article, it alleges that she is a fixture at R. Kelly's suburban compound, and which is a hip-hop Playboy mansion with a Shark Tank game room theater. I'm not sure if she's allegedly still there. And again, this is all from this article, and they're claiming that she was still involved with him. And clearly the family was paid off by R. Kelly. The father was still working with R. Kelly well after the trial, and the father appeared on albums after the alleged tape and everything like that. So I am just equally disgusted with the entire family. Like, I'm disgusted with everybody. But I don't want to run this video on too much longer. There's a couple more things that I want to cover when it comes to this whole R. Kelly thing. And I don't want to, like I said, cram everything all in one, because it was just becoming to be too much and all over the place when I tried to cover it. And okay, let me talk about this, and let me talk about this, and let me talk about this. And it just was all over the place. So I'm going to break certain things up in sections. What do you guys think about the Lamfares who were paid off by R. Kelly? Do you feel like they are just as guilty? What do you feel about Sparkle and her testimony in the docuseries? I want to know what you guys feel about this as a whole. If you did not watch this while I was live, I want to have your comments in the comment section of you sharing what you think. But before I go, I'm going to read some of the messages in the chat and see what some of you are saying, and then I'm going to end this video. Kenneth Crockett says they guilty as hell. Someone else says they saw her. Fashionably Late says one of the girls said the girl was there up until last year. Oh, really? Okay, so if if that, like I said, I didn't see all of the docuseries. So if they said that, that's interesting. That's really crazy. Oh, because there was also another photo where the mother was like missing her daughter. Hold up, hold up. I have another photo to share with you guys. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. So this photo right here, the mother posted, and it says the Lamfares at Christmas missing the most important person, hashtag dad. But I feel like this is an edit where she put the hashtag dad part, because in the comments of this photo, people were telling her to FaceTime Rashana. Like they were like, if you miss her, call her. If you miss her, FaceTime her. So I was kind of confused at the caption, because I'm like, if she's hashtag talking about the dad, why is the comments saying otherwise, saying if she misses her daughter to call her? So, I mean, maybe there is some truth that she was in R. Kelly's compound. I'm going to show you guys the messages that was under this. People were saying, I miss her too. Hold up, let me move that one off the screen. Okay, and this Stephanie Edwards person is Sparkle. So Sparkle's real name is Stephanie Edwards, and this is Sparkle commenting underneath the post. This post was 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, like the R. Kelly situation was a long time ago. So this post was 3 years ago. And again, shout out to my subscriber who sent this in. Girl, you was on it. She was on it. She was on it, honey. She had all the screenshots, not playing games. But anyways, so as you can see, Sparkle is down in the comment section under the name Stephanie Edwards, because that's her real name. And then it says, all sissy, just FaceTime her. And then somebody else says, all time to pay her a visit, hashtag your baby girl. I miss her too, crying emoji. Hey to my beautiful cousins. Hey, Booski. And then another person, hold up, let me pull it up some. Okay, so another person says, those are my peeps right there. Hey, y'all. And again, this is the original photo. And in the caption, it says hashtag dad, she's missing the dad. But all the comments are pointing to her missing Rashana. So I think that this hashtag dad part was later edited and put in there. But all in all, it's a sad situation. It is definitely a sad situation. Sad. Let's see what else some of you are saying before I wrap this up. Hold up. Let me look and see. The girl in the tape has also been with R. Kelly for years after. Yeah, well, that's what I read in this other article with you guys. I'm not sure when you tuned in, but yeah, that's what this other article says as well. It was documented the late lead singer of the 60s, Temptation, was abusing women while singing all the songs about love. Jimmy Page had an underage girl. I don't see people boycotting Led Zeppelin. Fashionably Late says, I agree, Sparkle being an enabler. I have a 13-year-old niece. You think I'm letting her around a man with rumors? ? Black people love defending abusive men. Don't bring the black man down. Yeah, it's just a mess. It's just truly a mess. Somebody said Nique on her job. Melanin Monroe said, take your time, Nique. We know you're live. Yeah, so sorry if I fumbled over some things, but I wanted to cover that for y'all. Again, I'm not at home where I like normally tape, record, film, and with all my editing equipment and things like that. So I'm not able to edit. So I'm just going live on the fly, and this is what it is, going live with y'all, seeing what y'all have to say, reporting live to y'all. I appreciate y'all being up so early with me. I am up early, y'all, because it just did not sit right with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I was just messing up last night. Like, I'm like, man, I got to get up and make some corrections. I got to get up and report the rest of the things that I promised that I would report to y'all. I felt so bad, but I was so tired, exhausted. It just was not working out. No matter how many times I tried last night, it just was not working out. So I made an a point to get up here, bright and early and report to you guys the information that I said that I would share with you guys. And there's other information that I'm also going to share in regards to this R. Kelly incident, but this is just what pertains to the woman in the tape. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be going live again to share some more stuff with y'all. You know, I'm about to break this up. I'm about to break it up. I'm about to break it all up. And I hate to do that, but if I don't break it up, it's going to be all over the place. So if, again, like this video, if you like the information that was presented to you today, shout out to my subscriber who sent this in. Thank you, girls, so much. What else do I want to say? If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm dragging it now. All right, let me go.